Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. My name is Suhailah binti Suhaimi from Universiti Teknologi Petronas. Today I would like to present my research paper entitled Development of Pilgrim's Automatic Counting System and Health Monitoring Using Machine Learning. Moving on to the content of this presentation, which include introduction, literature review, results and finding, and the last one, conclusion and recommendation. As for the introduction, on the 12th month of Hijriah calendar, there will be an annual occasion of Hajj that will be performed by Muslims. During Hajj occasion, there will be a huge number of Muslims gathered in Mecca and Medina. The occasion normally happens during summer season, when the weather is very dry as the temperature could reach up to 40 degrees. This could cause a difficulty in managing and monitoring each of the pilgrims, especially for the first-timer. Therefore, there are several problem statements that can be highlighted, which is the first one, huge number of pilgrims per occasion. Next, time consuming in manually counting the pilgrim member as the number is bigger. And the last one, difficulty in managing the health condition of the pilgrim. So, this research objective can be stated as the first one, to study the suitable Bluetooth technology and localization method, using localization algorithm for estimating a coordinate location of the pilgrim, and the last one, to construct an automatic system ID and health monitoring features via Bluetooth communication for the pilgrim. So the scope of studies related to the Bluetooth Light Energy (BLE) technology as the communication medium, and localization algorithm using translation method in estimating distance from the reference point. Moving on to the literature review, this literature review is divided into three parts, which is the first one is about pilgrim difficulties during Hajj. From the first paper, writers said that thousands of people will attend Mecca to do Hajj and the effect of dry weather to the pilgrim. This focus on the health issue encountered during the Hajj season. Then, this research is supported by the second paper, which highlight on the health issue occur during the congregation. So, safety issue is important to be encountered by the management during the Hajj occasion. The next part of the literature review talks about Bluetooth technology. The first research explained and also defined the Bluetooth architecture as a communication medium. Then the second paper talks about the usage of BLE technology in enhancing human life. So this research focuses on introduction to Bluetooth and Bluetooth Light Energy technology. For the last part of this literature review is mentioned about the localization method, where from the first paper it explained the method of RSSI indoor localization in determining object location, and the second research talked about localization system for wireless sensor network using translation method. Therefore, all three parts of this literature review support my research study. Moving on to the next one, which is results and finding. As the first step for setting up the hardware of the project, Bluetooth ID connection must be established between the server and client. This will help the Mutawif to identify the pilgrim's identity based on the unique ID. A unique ID of this service is said to be at 0x1821, which indicate indoor positioning position service, while for the characteristic ID is randomly set to any value. The importance of having a unique service ID is to avoid from random communication network. So on the left figure, shown a 3 receiver and 1 server of ESP32 module, which indicate 3 mutawif and also 1 pilgrim. The server advertised its presence so that it can be discovered by other devices and contains information that can be read by the client. So the right figure shows the mutawif output and also the pilgrim output that have been established the connection. Next one is the range detection of received signal strength. A quality of effective received signal strength from the server to client device is measured with the hypothesis of the smaller the signal strength, the further the distance. At each point, average of 10 RSSI readings are collected and the graph is plotted as the figure shown. In a 5-meter scale of distance, the decrement of received signal strength is stable, so the hypothesis is accepted, and the data collected was being used as the reference of the RSSI value for this research. Now, the coordinate of the testing area can be defined to continue for the testing. Next, the significance of getting a stable RSSI value will help to define the coordinate of the testing area. After setting the coordinate, localization algorithm using translation method can be tested where 3 different coordinates can be predicted in this project. A pilgrim or server will be moving on the coordinate in the testing area, and 10 RSSI readings were collected by each mutawif. The average of RSSI will determine the distance by manipulating the path loss model formula, and the coordinate of the pilgrim can be estimated using the translation algorithm. This figure shows the result from the translation algorithm. The black circle indicate the effective detection circumference from the M1, while the blue circle is 50-meter radius from the M1. The location of the mutawif must be less than 80% of the effective detection range to ensure the mutawif can read a stable signal strength from the pilgrim device. The location changed by the pilgrim is plotted and the result is tabulated in the table. Next, a tree testing took place by the pilgrim, where the pilgrim will move toward an effective RSSI value calculated from M1. So from this figure, we can see that an unstable Bluetooth connection between pilgrim and mutawif was shown. From the table, we can analyze the distance error is becoming higher as the pilgrim moving further from the M1, which is the central mutawif. It can be determined that the translation method of the localization method need to be improved by adding filter to smoothen the reading of the RSSI value before get the coordinate of the pilgrim. As for the safety features, a safety button is embedded to the pilgrim device where it will track the current condition of the pilgrim. Each time the pilgrim pushes the button, the server will get a message from the pilgrim and the result is shown in the serial monitor, so the mutawif can act immediately if emergency happens. As the conclusion, management of the pilgrims during Hajj or Umrah occasion can be enhanced with the help of the technology nowadays. In this research, a device used BLE communication system in advertising data containing RSSI value to estimate the coordinate pilgrim from the mutawif using translation method was done. Therefore, the objective of this project are achieved, as the problem faced can be resolved with the idea proposed in this paper. As for the recommendation, it is suggested to use a different type of localization method along with refining the RSSI value, like Kalman filtering method, to reduce the distance error. Next, The lastly, real-life data collection from device could help to calculate the coordinate of the pilgrim, so the mutawif can receive real-time data to track the pilgrim location. I think that's all from my presentation. Thank you.